This podcast will hopefully contain words or statements of obscene, pornographic, or immoral character. You have been warned.
We received dozens of emails from people that will listen to the podcast. The podcast.
Wow,
The
it
podcast.
is pretty much.
I already told you to fucking put the phones away. Jesus fucking Christ.
What a Xanax is.
How fucking hard is it?
Ate all of it.
You're
and forgot.
fired.
You're fired.
He took too many Xanax.
I ate too much last night anyway. All right.
The
What?
podcast.
Anywho.
You got
Hey.
fired?
Wait.
How did you hear that? What did
What
you
the
hear
fuck?
out of that?
I don't know.
This guy's tripping. All right.
There's a lot of conversations going on.
Howdy.
Overstimulation.
Welcome back to, I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't
know-
know what episode this is going to be because we
We
recorded
recorded
one this
two.
morning. It would probably be 83.
83?
83. Yeah, because we recorded this morning.
More like 80p.
My
Jesus
G.
Christ.
Oh my God.
Coming
yeah.
at you for free, you see.
Oh.
Now
Live
let's-
once again for the power of the internet.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. We're not through the power of the internet because we're all in the same fucking room.
We are.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go around the table. Who are you?
We'll go counterclockwise, starting from Curtis. You'll be the 12th.
Oh, I'm Curtis, but
You
I'm
know
here all the
that.
fucking time.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys are not.
No, but like relative to you. So I'll
Relative. So
start.
is that Gavin?
No.
I am a relative.
Okay, me, Gavin's like. Hi.
Holy shit. He said don't slam on the table, but I'm about to.
Slam your head on the table.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is the brain rot episode.
I
All
think the
right.
brain rot episode was the last episode you and I were on.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I'm Andy. Drum.
What are you
What
now?
am I?
He's the bassist.
I play bass in Chlamydiot, and I'm a third year at Penn State. Go Lions!
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know what
Why
you're
are you-
saying.
Why are you
Yes.
plugging Penn State right now? Are you sponsored?
Right.
You have some sort of deal?
I bought a sweatshirt yesterday, so I've been indoctrinated. That's my new personality.
That is awesome.
It's forever entwined with
That's
Penn
All right, I'm Andy. That's all that you need to know.
I'm Gavin. I've been on here before. I'm Curtis's offspring.
I
Your
don't
hair
know if
looks
we
really
really needed
nice.
to do this official, but Zach, you might as well go in
Yeah,
deep on
Sure,
this.
fuck it.
I'm Zach.
I'm Zach. I play guitar in Chlamydiot. I've been on here technically 2 times, but if you count it as 1 episode, then 1 time.
It's been 2 weeks since I've had my last drink.
No, it's been like a day.
Give me your coin.
Wait.
Give me your coin.
It's been like, how many hours? 23 hours.
23.
There you go. Crushing
23
it.
hours.
Damn, he's on the math.
Yeah. Your hair looks really nice today.
Actually, your
thank
hair
you.
does
It's
look
starting,
really
it's
good.
starting to grow on really good.
Sorry you can't fucking see it, but
Guys,
your hair looks
got-
very good.
Gavin's got luscious locks.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was gonna either say luscious locks or Goldilocks.
From one good hair bro to another.
Thank you, hair bro.
So Gavin has actually been added into the podcast text chain because he's become such a regular.
Oh,
I'm
official.
nervous to say stuff. I'm still at this phase where I'm nervous to say stuff because
Who are you gonna offend?
I not defend. I just am like, oh, I don't know if I should respond to this or I should just look at it and be like, okay,
Oh, well, why?
I don't know.
All right. That's your fucking loss,
Well,
not mine.
I
had a-
respond to stuff occasionally.
Well, actually, I'm like applying for jobs, and they're like, "Yeah, but what about episode 79 of the podcast? Does that ring a bell to you?"
Ice cream fag, ring a bell.
yeah, they pull up like my history and they're like, what's this? Disturbing the Peace Part 1?
Oh my God. So those I think did sneakily well on YouTube. It was like things that I've noticed. I'll cut this back out because I'm like, why do people care? But shit that doesn't seem to be hitting like in our like regular podcast numbers. The YouTube numbers for some reason are up.
That's interesting.
It's
though.
weird. It's
Well-
like it flutters. Like I can't. It's all
If
over
it's
the
like
place.
stuff where it's like just brain dead, stupid humor, that does really well on YouTube. Which
What do you mean? What,
Like-
I would call this podcast brain dead stupid humor.
I am talking
No.
about the some of the like the penis bong and stuff like that is not
Yeah.
not very intelligent.
The
It's a little
algorithm-
brain dead.
The algorithm picks up on penis ball, and it specifically markets it to
People who love
to
penis
mothers,
balls.
to mothers
To
of
mothers.
people who smoke pot, so that they can be purchased for their kids.
That have been lonely for decades of their life.
little penis ball.
He
Looking
can't
to get a
even
rise out of their old age.
he can't even defend himself right now,
I
which I
know.
think is the fucking best part about this.
I will say, like with YouTube though, it is really interesting how like the algorithm and stuff works. 'Cause I get recommended videos from just like total randos who are like, today we'll be reviewing this Hardee's burger in my car.
Because you
So anybody
Okay.
who like
YouTube?
relatively searches a potty or like
Right.
those things might be getting that.
Yeah,
you know.
it's-
they're looking
so
for
weird.
training tips for their child on how to potty train them, and they get
They get
penis
sucked
bong.
into this. Yeah, penis bongs.
Also, I want to say his food reviews are not random because I've sat and watched
Well-
food reviews with Andy where there's a guy eating a Wendy's burger and he was yelling at either a baby or a dog, and then there's like he gets really loud and yells, and there's a hard cut, and he's like, "Okay, I'm back." What?
Who was this?
I don't think we can find it if we try.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I went down a rabbit hole just looking at food review videos, so I got those recommended to me.
It was a really gross.
But what
fucking
I'm
video,
saying is
dude.
not they're becoming more and more niche.
Nah,
Like 1 or 2 views, you know, dark, very
because
dark, very dark room.
we filtered it.
We
I
did.
want to point this out. We filtered most recent food review
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube and filtered by lowest view count.
It's a geek.
It's really fucking funny.
It's kind of scary though.
It's like almost always like either a small child that has like parents arguing in the
Or
background,
just a fat
or-
guy, or just a really.
so is it just people trying to fucking make a buck? They're like, yeah, dude,
Be-
this is gonna be fucking gold.
I'm gonna be real with you, Mr. Kurtz. I don't think they're trying to make a buck. I think that they're
Why-
like.
They're in it for the clout that
That-
comes with food reviewing.
I think it's like a form of socialization. You know what I mean? Like I think
I want people to know.
they talk to the camera because they don't talk to anybody else, man.
I want people to know how these spicy Funyuns are and how I feel about them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a 30-second YouTube
The
reel.
world
on it.
cares what my fucking opinion is on them.
Yeah. Well, if you eat talking to the camera, it's almost like you're eating with someone, I guess.
Yeah, that's
You
really-
don't
Fill
have
some
to-
kind of a void.
That-
with
That's
it.
fucking sad,
Kinda-
right?
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah.
of bad. Sad.
Well, you're just watching this. Well, I'm the only one who's watching it, and it's just a
You're
guy.
number,
Don't worry,
you're
you're not the
view
only
number
one.
3.
Yeah, I'm.
I will say there are some really funny reviews. Like there's a channel dedicated to reviewing cigarettes, and a lot of them are like 30-minute reviews on one pack of cigarettes.
Where can I find this channel?
Hey, do they smoke the whole pack?
No,
That
that'd be
would
awesome.
be
Yeah, like King of the Hill.
Cool.
So he's
That
like
would
We're gonna be
be
reviewing
Or
this
makes
whole
his kid, like,
carton.
stand the whole
fucking
carton.
dying by the end of it. Well, it's funny because it's this really skinny white guy who looks like he's like about like 16, and he like doesn't sound like he smokes cigarettes at all. Like he talks like this, like really like clear, and like he's got a very high pitched voice. There's no rasp
maybe
to it.
he's smoking so that he can get a deep voice like Paul Bearer.
Or maybe
Yeah, let's start a thrash band.
maybe he's a poser cigarette smoker. He only does it for the reviews.
Yeah.
Does it for the clout.
He's not out after a hard day as a line cook, you know, chain smoking those.
Yeah,
those
he's
buddies.
not sitting out back behind the dumpster after he dumps the grease from the.
I don't know though. I
from
think
the
a
frying
whole
machine.
video of you pounding a pack of cigarettes.
You could definitely
Yeah.
find it on YouTube.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
like
At least
how
make it
fast-
cigars.
What
The fuck?
You're not supposed to inhale cigars though,
Yeah,
like that.
you're not
That's-
supposed to inhale cigars.
Well, there's the challenge: inhaling a whole cigar.
Oh my god,
You would
There you
vomit.
it's like the fucking old cartoons where the cartoon character turns green and they're like fucking stumbling around.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Neon Zen.
Exactly. That's what I was
It's
thinking.
disgusting, Zach. you be doing a lot of zins.
Not
I
particularly.
have a friend who
It's
fell
been
asleep.
23 years or hours.
I have
Since my last Zin.
I have a friend who's fallen asleep with zins in his mouth multiple times.
Honey.
Austin.
Have you ever fall
Austin.
asleep on the
Smith.
That's
toilet?
a fucking idiot.
I have not.
One of somebody in
I
the
think
band did here at this house.
Well,
Because I
that
woke
only
them
leaves
up.
one other fucking person.
And I don't think it was that person. I think it was one of you two.
That's not me, bro. I'm just gonna say that Zach falls asleep in very peculiar positions.
Zach fell
Like,
asleep in the pot shed back when it was the pot shed, and
Yes.
we tried to see how much chicken feed we could get on him.
Is this with Max?
Yes, it was
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
because I think now that I say that, I think he knows exactly what night it was.
I do know what night it was.
I just remember him falling asleep and Real Friends was playing.
We were playing
and-
like really shitty emo music, and it was like, "I miss you," blah blah blah. And he's like asleep in the shed, and you
Yeah.
could see him through the window.
But we were watching him through the window.
It
So
was really
we were like,
fucking funny.
we're like
Yeah, I think I remember like waking up one morning. And it was like bright as shit out, and I had all this fucking birdseed on me. And I'm waking up. I'm like, what the fuck?
crazy night.
He's lucky he didn't get devoured by like rats.
Oh wow. Yeah. I remember being in there, and you're like, "Hold on," and then you killed one with a hammer.
That's those are mices.
That was a mice, but yeah,
That was a
did
mice.
happen.
Is that what it was?
A mouse.
Tell
Okay.
a story, little dude.
It was pretty fucking hardcore.
Yeah. I was like, I don't remember when that was, but that definitely
It's
happened.
a mousetrap. I'm the mousetrap.
Yeah, me and my hammer.
It was crazy.
That makes me.
Wait, hey, but is that more humane than letting them get stuck to a
glue
fucking
stick, yeah.
a glue stick?
Yeah,
and
because it's
letting
bam
them-
done, as opposed to getting like your entire back broken, you're stuck, and you're just like ah.
Yeah, at least live life a little. Like that's how they should die.
Yeah, you had.
Not by a fucking hammer.
If
That's
I-
lame.
No,
No.
Like they go out
If
like a
I
bitch.
no, we're going the other way with this.
If I could
You
choose-
can argue that if you want.
If I could choose between getting stuck in a human-sized mousetrap or getting smashed by a proportionately sized hammer, I'd
One's a
choose
lot
the
more
hammer.
exciting. One's a lot more exciting when to fucking die.
Because the hammer would be huge. It'd be really
I'd
funny.
fucking die in the trap.
It'd be like a Tom and Jerry.
If I
like-
could choose between God smashing me with a hammer or getting stuck in a human-sized mousetrap, I choose the God
Well,
hammer.
I just wanted to add that like there's a sense of integrity that comes with the glue trap. You put that down, the animal suffers. You're not even there. You walk away. Gavin, he faces the mice like a man,
faces his enemy.
and he has the hammer. You know, he gives them last rites. You know, in the name of the Father and the Son, and he fucking
Spirit.
smacks them to kingdom come.
Should we, I guess, talk about what we're going to talk about?
Well,
What are we talking
Gavin, what are
about?
we going to
What are we
talk
talking
about?
about?
Silly show stories, like just
Oh,
wild
yeah.
and crazy
So,
things.
so
that happen in
Chlamydiot will be
shows.
back in the show world coming up.
Oh, yeah,
this
we
summer.
will. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maybe along with the Craven Moorheads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that'll be exciting.
It will be exciting.
Maybe with some other band that I'm not allowed
I
to say
just
right
pissed
now.
my pants thinking about it.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
What did you just say?
a secret band that I'm not allowed to say right now.
Is it a band that I listen to and know?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. Not excited then.
I'm still excited.
The Wet Willies.
Oh, you should have said it. I'm the biggest W Willie fan of all time.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Double dubs.
The double dubs.
Yeah.
The Double Dub Buds.
This guy's got the wettest willy. That...
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Okay.
Dude, what was the one? There was
What
some
the
show where
fuck
he
did
would
you
like
just
fucking
say?
spit and it would just fucking roll off his finger before he wet willy somebody. It was so fucking gross. I'm trying to think what it was.
Why
Was
we?
it a cartoon or like live action?
No, it was real.
Oh.
It was like gross as
So,
fuck.
so
You're
someone
like,
was actually getting willied the fuck
Yeah,
up.
and you're like,
Ooh.
because
Was
I'm
it
not
like a sitcom?
no, I think it's probably like one of the stupid Jackass or something along
That's
that
fucking
line.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal.
Castle Bam, is that what it's called?
Viva la Bam.
Viva la Bam.
I'm Bam Margera.
I could shut Phil's
I'm
cock.
gonna suck Phil's cocktail. I've rigged a guillotine above his bed.
Oh my
And when Phil
God.
wakes up, he's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be so mad.
I'm Bam Margera, and I just let a bunch of Africanized bees into my parents' house. We're gonna see what happens.
No, that's wild.
Hey, it worked for him.
I'm
sorry,
not
Ryan.
releasing Africanized bees in your bedroom.
Whoa.
Well, good, because they're
Mr.
going to fly up and go into yours,
I
so it'd be
know.
fucking stupid.
I wouldn't do that. I live here.
Did it work for him?
He's not doing very well right now.
Well,
He goes back and forth between like really
He's-
long.
Bam?
Yeah, he has
I
like
think he did okay
I-
for himself.
he had, well, obviously financially whatever, but he has like sober streaks, and then he has these really bad like public meltdowns, falling outs, and TMZ all over him doing.
From what I can see, like in the moment right now, he's doing all right. When I say in the moment, I am saying in the moment.
Yeah.
Like you say, it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
Cause like I met him casually not too long ago, and what was it, Atlantic City? Passing him in a hotel. No, I didn't fucking pay to meet him that day. He was at the same convention. I was there for other people, and I was walking through the casino, and I just, recognized. I was like, hey. He laughed. He's like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And then I went to the burger place.
Dude, he
and
probably appreciated that you not trying to fucking go up and blow him.
No.
Like, I can see where that'd be annoying as fuck.
Yeah, no.
I'd scream.
Well, I never, in my head, really ask for pictures or anything like that right off the bat, because, like, they're just people,
Yeah.
I can't speak.
But, like, yeah. But that's why I hang out with Zach, because he asked for him.
Yeah,
I can tell you,
And then I can get in.
this has only happened to me once, but I do not like being in like a position where I don't want to talk to anybody and somebody coming up be like, hey, aren't you this person? She was in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah?
I was
Aren't you that guy that shit on the
What
floor?
show
at
was
Burger
this at?
King?
It was at a show that we attended.
Was
Was it Hatebreed?
It was Hatebreed and Jesus Piece at
Soundstage.
and somebody
September
tapped my
15th.
shoulder while I was pissing in the urinal and was like, hey, aren't you Gavin from Chlamydiot? I was like, I am peeing right
I
now.
remember him telling me that, like walking out, and being like.
I walked
very
out,
irritated.
yeah, I was like, my eyes were, I was like, somebody just touched me while I was trying to pee.
Somebody touched me while I was peeing, and I got the piss shivers and couldn't go again.
Not the piss shiver. That's really funny.
It's just weird.
I feel like it depends from person to person. I 100%
I like-
get your side, and that there's certain situations you don't fucking
No.
approach people. It's just plain disrespectful. I try to be cordial for the most part, just because even though I wouldn't do it to somebody
Well, also-
else, but I don't know. People are like, yeah, you're too fucking nice, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to give a bad impression to someone.
And also, like, you don't know how those people are going to react, because, like, you know their public persona, but, like, you don't know how they act. Like, I wouldn't, like, or, like, on the opposite, you do know their public persona, you totally wouldn't do it. Like, I wouldn't go up to Henry Rollins while he was pissing and be like, hey, aren't you Henry Rollins? Because he'd probably punch me in the fucking face.
Well, that, and also, like, you respect the guy's art that he put into the world. Why would you want your memory, if any interaction you had with him, let alone if you ever got to have a word with him, be him getting pissed off at you? That just completely ruins your fucking perception of him.
Although it would be really funny to like piss off Henry Rollins.
Have him punch you.
I would wear that as a badge of honor.
Henry Rollins punched me out.
Yeah.
Can't say
That would be
like-
pretty cool, actually.
I tapped Henry at a urinal and then he punched me in the face.
Tapped him makes it sound like you, like, tried to, like, hump him.
Like, or goosed him, walked out.
You got big muscles.
Gotcha.
Henry.
He punched you and then he'd walk out, he's like,
fucking duck. So he's looking around and you're like hiding behind him.
After the security guy in Lost Highway, they
Where's
put
the
that guy in the
salad
jail
bar?
cell
Salad bar.
randomly.
But, oh my god.
Said like 2 fucking words the whole movie.
I don't know.
That's me.
Before we get into Chlamydiot show stories, do you have any good show stories?
Not that I can remember.
From Moorheads, yeah.
You have none?
No, not really. Like the best was
Like something like ridiculous.
was we as 710 split played a show in fucking Blake's because we all use Floyd Rose. So you know, if you fucking break a string, it is fucking hell on
That's
earth.
a fucking bitch.
Yeah, it is the fucking worst ever. But you know, when it works, it's fucking gold.
Mm-hmm.
But so he broke a string, and I swear to God, we were one song in or something, and we had to improvise for the, you know, not only the 5 minutes to change that string, but then the 15 minutes to actually reset it. Because for some reason, nobody was going to let him use a guitar, which is so fucked
That's
up.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
I don't-
So things are definitely different now than they were back then, because, like, nobody shared drums, like, equipment was barely ever shared. Like, you came ready to play with every fucking thing. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna use your drum. Like, that
Yeah,
shit
but
didn't-
like in all fairness, like
That
that's
shit
a
didn't-
lot better of a way to go, because then you show up and then like, all right, well this guy's got this part of the drums and this guy, and then like trying to coordinate with everybody, because realistically only one guy in each band is talking to the other bands. So I, as the drummer, am not in on any of that. So best case scenario, everybody bring their own shit.
I was
You've got a
blown
point.
away.
Yeah.
I forget where you guys were going, and everybody jumped in the one car, and I was like, how the fuck did that work? because we had
I
never.
remember you giving
like,
a shit about that.
Yeah, I was like, what equipment do you fucking take?
Yeah, the backline did.
Because it was like, like amps. Like there was a minimum of 2 cars to take the drums, to take your fucking guitar, your bass, like
Blow up dolls.
blow up dolls,
Sex dolls.
inflatable penises. That
Marital
aids, marital aids. But so he's trying to fucking get his guitar back up, and I had watched these horrendous videos at Gene's house of blue plate specials and all kinds of weird shit, and
What the fuck
people
is up?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm gonna
wait.
need you to
like
elaborate.
people laying under tables, shitting on top of the other table. Like Gene got these fucking videos, and it was really a contest to see who could make it the longest through these videos.
I just want to add,
Dude,
that is generational, my friend. Because you did that, and then when me and Gavin first started hanging out, we would just watch crazy shit like that.
We
and
watched
try and see how far we could make slaughtered vomit
Slaughter
dolls.
Vomit Dolls, which is as disgusting as it sounds. It is. There's like some really artsy shots with the vomit.
Yeah, they
There's
have the
one
glass
with the-
table, and they put the camera under the
Sit
table,
under
and
the
they
glass
have them
table.
throw up on top of the table.
A girl puts a spider into her vagina and it crawls out, which is like fucking crazy.
They sew it up, right?
No, I don't think so.
No,
No, she crawls out.
No, Andy, you have it all wrong.
You're actually thinking of Slaughter Dolls 4.5.
No, I don't think they might.
Well, I
haven't
will say
watched that
the
movie
reason
more
that
than
that
once.
scene is, and this will be the last we talk about, as explicit as it is. The reason that that scene was so memorable with the spider was because in the first movie, this girl's in a bathtub and she has a crucifix and she's naked and she's like she's moving it down her body. So we're thinking like, no way, she's gonna like fuck herself with the crucifix, and she doesn't. So we get to the second movie, this guy brings out a spider, and we're like, oh, it's probably just gonna crawl, and then it goes right inside of her, and we're like, no way. So
It was like a big fucking tarantula.
yeah, it was hairy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So we made it to the point where like they cut enough that I could convince myself it wasn't real.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden there was like one shot, and I'm like, yeah, there's no editing there. That's fucking gross. It was like the put the mic down, walked out. I was like,
Well,
yeah, dude, I did it as long as I
a
could.
lot of
So I recapped that during the guitar tuning session.
that's fucking awesome.
And I went into depth, so that's
Maybe-
like one of
That's
the
a really-
highlights.
Maybe we
That's
should
good.
open the set with a short recap of one of the Slaughter Vomit Dolls.
Oh my god.
Probably not.
Yeah. That's
And-
funny that you said that they broke one of the strings. We played a 3-piece show with Roach, and he broke a string first song in, and then we just played a 5-string show.
Oh my god.
Without bass.
We kind of worked because it was the top string, so it was just kind of
Was
like
that the fort?
yeah.
Was it September of 2022?
Oh my god, do you really have a memory
I have
like
no
that?
clue.
I
bro.
want to
Sure,
say.
bro.
yeah,
Did he have?
yeah.
He had the V, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I remember that was bedroom floor on the bill.
I think so. I just remember like
It was like a really shitty fucking weird flyer, like red and black pixelated. It looked like a
we were on
fucking mess.
we were on like last or second to last, and
Oh.
like people were kind of already dispersing,
Trickling
out.
and Roach had just broken a string,
Okay.
and like yeah.
We also played like the most scuffed NoFX cover of all time. It was
Oh,
fucking.
heavens. Yeah.
I was very intoxicated. I don't think you were there.
We played the NoFX cover at the Depot.
Yeah,
as
we did
well.
play NFX.
No, this was, but we did it
You
at.
said-
Did we do? I think we did do it.
We
at this
did do
one.
it because I remember.
I think
I
Gorilla
think
Biscuits. You said no effects.
NoFX.
My fucking ears are Gorilla Biscuits. My bad. No effects. Go on.
But we did that, and I vividly remember getting sick in all the song, handing the mic to somebody who clearly knew the words, and then going and throwing up over the side of the stage,
Jesus Christ.
and then coming back over because I was probably drinking way too much at that point.
At least we didn't do a 10-minute cover. Of
Oh,
Nazi punks.
Fuck
Fuck off.
That was probably like the second or third show
Well,
we
you
played.
should
I'm
If
sure
we
we,
had
have
Violet-
stories, but
if we had Violet
I'm not the one.
here to tell about that, it would be so great because I talked to her about that, and she said that there was multiple times where she would like go to end the song and then they keep playing it, and she
Oh
said it
my
was the most
God.
frustrating thing that she's ever done on
I would
stage.
have laughed. I would have been done. But
If there was any time to smash a guitar,
it was done.
that would have been the point where you're like, song's over, boom.
And see, I always play with instruments that are unfortunately too good to treat like that because you really feel fucking stupid like smashing like $1,000 piece of equipment.
Yeah, I don't think that people should really ever smash guitars.
No.
Stupid.
So the Kramer, we were playing at this place in Baltimore, and we I don't know what the fuck we were playing and fucking around, and I went and kind of threw the guitar up in the air, but the fucking strap lock ripped out,
No.
so the fucking guitar just went. It was like, what the fuck?
That's such a classic.
It was like, boom.
At the Craven Moorheads reunion at Shamrock, my mic flew out of my hand and it hit Hazel in the head.
I hit my girlfriend on the head.
Yeah.
I remember that.
She's just like a magnet at those shows for getting
Maybe
hit in the
she
face.
should wear a safety
Not in
helmet.
my room.
Yeah, dude. Fuck them. Fuck all them.
Damn.
I hate them, but I'm not talking about that.
No, we're not going to talk about that.
But no, she's my clumsy little girlfriend. We love her. It's really funny. Mr. Curtis, she booby traps the house. So she puts like eggs on, not on purpose. She just does this because she's got ADHD. She puts eggs on the shelves, so when I open the door, they all fly off the shelf. She leaves the fucking chocolate chips unwrapped right on the edge so that I open the door and just and it's
That's fucking
it
funny.
happens enough to the point where I'll have a guest over, I'll be in the kitchen, I'll be doing something, they'll hear, God damn it, Hazel, and then they'll be like, she booby trap you again, bro, and I'll be like, she did.
My favorite is I
love her.
I was on the phone with him and he was like, oh, I want something to drink, and he went through his fridge and what he got was not vitamin water, and I'll leave it at that.
No, I just like, we had a show the other day and I was really thirsty and I was like, oh, Hazel left the vitamin water, and it was just like straight rum. And I hadn't drank water like all day, so I was like, took a big swig, getting real excited, and I forgot that we'd come home after the show and she just like put it in and shook it up at home, but like not what I needed.
so fucking funny.
That is awesome.
No.
That's like the.
So we did that because I used to make moonshine, and I had some in the fucking freezer in a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
And fucking Cooper came downstairs and thought he was gonna drink my Gatorade, and fucking it was like 100. It was, I don't think it was 180. I think I was up to like 160.
It was still fucking moonshine.
Yeah, it was, and it was pure battery acid. I hadn't worked out the fucking technique yet, so the first it was like first or second run, so it wasn't good.
We're doing show stories, right?
Yeah, World of Look.
I don't know what that is.
So a look
I have no
is
fucking
a
idea.
white person
With dreadlocks.
with dreadlocks.
I was there.
That smells.
That
Well,
smells.
I didn't smell.
It's basically like a hippie with like dreads, and
Yeah.
they do really weird things.
Yeah. Just like. Yeah.
Not a cool person.
What's this have to do with the show?
Well,
This is
the
where the
show
show
is
was at.
a place called World of Look,
It was called World of Wooks, except it wasn't a store. It was a house.
and somebody had a store running out
And
of the
had
house.
a store, probably illegally, running out of the house. And we had to play in the shed in the back. And we drove to Virginia to do this.
Richmond, right?
Yes. We drove to Richmond to do this with our favorite promoter in the whole entire world.
Shabba Dabba motherfucking goddamn sons of bitch and doobie.
Yeah.
I usually don't like to badmouth people on here, but don't take shows from him. We've
Never
played
gotten paid.
Richmond.
If you like to get paid, don't play shows that his name is on.
Well, we never got paid, and then after he told us that we weren't getting paid, he's like, by the way, you guys got any fucking weed? Holy shit,
I
man.
remember his girlfriend one time told this story about getting in a fight with somebody in high school and smashing their face into a mirror, and they had to go get stitches, and it's like,
With so much pride. With so
like
much
she was
pride.
very proud of it,
Like,
and
for hurting someone that bad.
I think we all collectively are like, oh, okay,
Well, they would also invite us back to their motels after every show to party.
and we're like, no.
How come we never went?
Because she had crack face, bro.
She had crack.
She had crack face.
Oh shit.
She had crack face.
I know. I described somebody to Andy recently.
So what happened at the show? You totally fucking sidetracked the.
It was
Yeah, we didn't.
It's
Like
all
it was just another
garage.
string
Oh.
of these Shabba Dabba Dooey shows where we don't get paid anything, and then he asked us if we have any weed, and then they all want to go smoke crack at a motel afterwards, and like.
Well, who paid for the crack? Maybe
That's where
somebody.
the money
You
went.
know what?
negotiated
We,
that.
we should have gone after, so we could have gotten paid somehow.
Wish I told
that's
you
where
guys.
our fucking money went.
Yeah, but no, and then he tried to do another show in Baltimore, and he wanted to do it outside.
Fuck off,
And then
fuck
brought,
off.
brought a generator that was broken, and then was like, "Hey, do you guys have a generator?"
We
And
had
we're
to-
like, "No, you're putting on the show."
We had to drive to Fred's house and get the generator from Fred's house from Ivy. And then we got there, and he's like, "Do you guys know how to work this?" And I'm like, "No, it's not our fucking generator."
No.
Actually, I think the first thing we said was, he's like, "Do you guys know where we get a generator?" And I think we looked at him and we were like, "We don't live here." Like, we're not.
Yeah, he's asking us like we're like I guess he was I don't know. We were one of the bands that he found that played in that area a lot. But like, well, realistically, we're from Hartford County. We don't fucking live locally down there. We don't know what fucking store to go to that's closest to the Fort
wanted-
Armistead.
He wanted to rent a generator, which I was like, "Oh,
What?
Home Depot, my
Yeah,
friend.
I was like,
yeah, let's
I
go
don't
hit
know where
Home
the-
Depot at 10 p.m. to go get our generator,
Fuck
Doobie.
yeah.
No, here's the thing. We had one show. Our first show with him was at the BMX shop in Virginia.
that show was kind of cool."
And so we had one good show. I don't
Right.
think we got paid anything, but like it was,
was
a,
just
it was a really good show. There was a lot of people there, and it was really fun. So we were under the impression like, oh, we have a Richmond connection now. The next show we played, he called it Highway Havoc, and it was supposed to be an under the bridge show that he hyped up. We drove
off.
3 hours as a 3-piece. It was longer than 3 hours because Beltway traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get down there, and there's probably like
I want to say I was on like a
eight,
Saturday.
eight or
something.
9 people just like standing around. We go, we play like the most horribly mixed under a bridge set that we can. Immediately get back in the car and drive 3.
The
like,
PA died during the set.
Yeah,
The PA that they had
Jesus.
died during the set, and I was without a mic essentially for the entire rest of the set.
Well, you're usually loud enough; it doesn't fucking matter. But
I don't think I remember you telling me the PA died.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
by the end of it, me and Roach pretty much were like, all right, we drove all the way. We're just gonna improv, and we just played like this hardcore song, and we just like improved the entire
my
set.
God.
it was
Yeah.
so fucking miserable.
Yeah, like I was probably the angriest I'd ever been driving back from that show, like in my life.
And didn't you guys like get there and like couldn't find where the fucking
Yeah.
place was? and
We
all
couldn't
that?
find where it was. He
He-
told us
he-
that his equipment was breaking and everybody needed we needed a mic cable, we need an XLR, we need all this, and they were asking us after the show was pretty much over. You know, we were the only ones to play because Ivy and like I think Negative was it Negative Creep?
Yeah.
Creep at the time.
Yeah, so like we were at least like excited to see our friends from Maryland. Like they were gone as soon as we got there too, and it was just
Yeah.
like, and that would become the precedent for every show with him. It's just like, hey, yo, big opportunity, bro. 3 people, no money, and he's gonna try and steal all your weed in the process.
Yo,
see, we didn't have that, and I didn't. I think Heath for like a first band. I don't know who the fuck booked half the other shows. Like I don't know. I wasn't very social.
Mhm.
Even after we played, wasn't terribly social. So
me neither.
no, I'm social with like the people that I know, but like if I don't know you, 9% of the time I'm not gonna talk to you
You need-
because
yeah.
I don't like talking to people that I don't know.
You need a segue, like a shirt or something. Like it's really awkward sometimes. Just go up and be like, "Hey, I'm the other band." Cool. I don't fucking care.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you know, unless it's like nice shirt, nice. Oh
yeah,
yeah, you know. You can
I
start
mean,
it
we
off.
played a bunch of like. It was weird. Like, I say all the time that it's jealous the amount of shows you guys got to play, just like right out of the fucking gate.
It was so
Be-
many.
If we really think about it, we did get a
You guys
lot
played a
early
shit
on.
We
ton.
played.
I mean,
we played like
early
1 to
on.
2 shows every week for like 2 or 3 months, pretty much.
Yeah.
and for us, dude,
Yeah.
to get a month solid of weekend shows, like just even one, like that was a miracle. Like if it was every 2 weeks, like we were hitting, like
You're like, oh, we're in the big time now.
it's big time circuit now. Yeah, like we didn't have that.
Shit, I think our first live gig wasn't that New Year's Eve 2021.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
so
in
if you
Lebanon.
think about it, isn't it not because I was just thinking about this the other night too, or good on show topic. Isn't it not fucking bad shit that if it would have happened, November of 22, he would have been playing fucking with I Hate God and Venom and all of that.
That fucking blows it.
Fucking.
Yeah.
They didn't get their fight. What was it? It was like
Bezos.
passports or something.
Well, I told you about that. I think I met Venom Inc.
Signed the
last
ticket.
year, and I talked to him, and I had like a 30-minute conversation with the dude visas. So I think they were all approved except their original guitar player who played in Venom, like with Kronos and whatnot. And they got his approved, but they would have had to basically play half a tour, and because of these days with travel fees and you're not fucking staying in the highest quality hotels, you're not riding around in first class jets and all that, they would have had to basically pay more money than they would have made to be on fucking tour. So they said, fuck it, we're canceling the tour, rescheduling the tour for next year.
And they never asked us to play them, though. We canceled, did they?
No, Reverb, that venue got left out the rescheduled dates because of scheduling conflicts.
Right.
And the lineup was basically completely fucking different. I Hate God had anniversary plans with, I think, Take This Needed for Pain.
Who even played on that line of shows?
Which one? The rescheduled ones?
Yeah.
The rescheduled ones is Venom Inc., a fucking old ass, like old school metal band called Satan, which they were pretty good. Ringworm. I saw Ringworm.
Ringworm was supposed to play.
Great.
Weren't they supposed to play the original? That was my
Ringworm was the only band that stayed on that lineup.
I would have
Everyone
been
else
fine
was
with
different.
playing with Ringworm and just nobody else. Like
That's how I felt about I Hate God.
That's how I felt with I Hate God, to be honest.
Ringworm is just. We love Ringworm in the Taylor household.
Yeah, the
especially Hammer of the Witch.
is the top.
It's a perfect album.
It's a top tier. Yes,
That's
yes,
fair.
it is.
They're still fucking, after all these years, they do not get enough recognition.
I
They
don't
should
think
be
so.
filling much bigger venues.
Well, they
with the
just
fucking
played,
discography they have.
They just played a show where
Is it the
was
one I think you're gonna say?
the deathmatch wrestling
Yes,
one? where
I
they-
saw it in Philly.
yeah.
So fucking cool.
I saw something online about it. Yeah,
Yeah, Underground Arts, I think.
Yeah, I wanna play a show while there's deathmatch wrestling going on, and some guys bleeding everywhere for like
I thought
$5
I
coupon
thought
to
they were.
Denny's.
It was
In
a
the hot
band. I thought they
There
were
was-
like a
there's-
wrestling band.
That's
There
what
is
I
a
thought,
wrestling
too.
band as well. Eat
Yeah.
the Turnbuckle.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. That's
But there
what
was
I
also
thinking.
deathmatch wrestling going on.
Oh, I'd
Yeah.
oh Jesus.
That was
Christ.
both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, fuck playing a skate show. I'm trying to play deathmatch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get mercury poisoning from
Exactly.
being side stage and whiffing that.
I'm ready to watch them drive up the cost of folding tables. You know.
Oh my God.
No, that's
We played a show at the Fort once where we got there, and I want to say probably like how long. This is the
Night
Pink
of
Whitney.
Violence.
Was
Or-
that Pink Whitney guy?
I don't know if that's Pink Whitney guy. I think that's a
So
different
Pink
show.
Whitney. First off, I guess I have to describe what Pink Whitney is. Pink Whitney is a pink lemonade vodka that is really disgusting. And there was a guy who
Such
had
a
drank in
flag.
an entire, like, not even a 750, like a whole 1 liter bottle of Pink Whitney before the show had started, probably about 30 minutes before the show had started, and was already on the ground, passed out, puking.
I don't trust anybody that drinks that. That's such a red flag, dude.
He was white girl wasted
He was.
before the show started.
Is it the one where like the flies were all
Yeah,
covered,
he
like
looked like
hovering?
he was
God,
dead.
he was getting eaten by bugs, like alive, and like
Yeah.
was unresponsive. The crappy thing was he had like a girlfriend or someone there who like she just like didn't know what to do. And do you want to follow up with who this guy turned out to be and what he sent to you?
So this guy, I'm not afraid to say this, 'cause I think it's wild. This guy later, unprompted, sent me a full frontal nude picture of himself randomly
Really?
through Instagram.
He said I just
and-
had a bunch of Pink Whitney and I'm feeling.
Yeah,
thirsty."
no, he was like, and he texted me, which keep in mind, I don't even think I followed this guy, but like through Instagram, he like sent me like a full frontal nude of like his wang and everything. But-
So did he shave? Was it nice and neat? Or
I don't know. I kind of tried to
Rate
block
that
it out
penis.
because I don't like seeing.
rate
Unso-
that dick.
Unsolicited.
Rate that dick.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't.
Rate that dick.
Look, all I'm
Is he
gonna
not a
say is,
manscaper?
if you're gonna send me unsolicited nudes, please be hot. If you're unattractive, I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
Nice.
guys, take
Also, I just don't want. I
unsolicited.
just don't want random nude photography of you.
Yeah, can we-
However artsy it is.
This is a problem that we have. Please stop sexually harassing our singer. This is a real
That's
problem.
actually
This is a real problem that we have. That
it.
can
Actually, it's fucked up, but it is. We went and played a show.
The Crown.
At the Crown, and I think I was wearing fishnets, and this guy was like
North Charles
catcalling
Street.
me.
You mean
First of all,
Oh, wait.
I just parked right across from the venue. This guy comes up. He's missing the entire front of his car, and he squeals wheels, just and he almost hits me as we're getting stuff
about to say,
out.
we were walking out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought for a split second, I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking hit the back.
Yeah.
Of his
Yeah,
car.
no. So like he squeals wheels and he's like really close to our car. And he gets in, he starts yelling. He's pointing. I'm like, me? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he points. He starts pointing at Gavin. He's like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Why are you wearing that? And just some crackhead clearly,
Right.
in like some fucking stolen car, screaming at Gavin. And then like we got lucky because some guy in front of the bar was like, "You want a cigarette, bro?" And he's like,
With that pack of
"Yeah, I want a
Newports."
cigarette," and saved us.
And
But,
he was like, I got a YouTube channel.
No, he's sitting there. He's like,
"That's why I scare little white boys in Baltimore.
he's
It's funny."
like, he's sitting there. He's like, oh, you got the fishnets with the barbed wire. Look good.
Yeah.
He's like screaming at me. I'm like,
Like, great, Gavin's about to get sold into traffic.
yeah. I think I was Hazel there?
Yeah, she was there.
I think I looked at Hazel. I was like,
Yeah, the funny thing was my girlfriend was there in leather, and all, and went right for Gavin.
at least I know I'm attractive.
Now he's
They're
got
like,
now,
holy shit.
Now with that hair, he's unstoppable.
Exactly. I didn't have these luscious locks at the time.
Says something.
God.
But no, that was horrible. That really messed with me. I did not want.
That freaked
wanna
me out.
play.
Yeah, I was like completely thrown off my game for the rest of the show.
Yeah, that was really not fun for me.
No.
And then it was funny because I was a mixed bill, and I couldn't even laugh at all the rappers that went on before us because I was scared about almost getting vehicularly manslaughtered.
And he was getting drums out of the back when the guy swerved. Didn't want to.
Yeah, like he almost pinned me.
He almost did that thing where like if you would have moved the cars, all of Andy's guts would have spilled out.
Yeah, no, for real. Like he almost killed me.
Pretty much.
I
Yeah.
think it's different too. Is you guys like the whole gorilla shows, like Under the Bridge and stuff? I don't think we would have ever done that. Even if somebody.
You just gotta go for it.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I mean,
No, I don't
for
know
us,
if it's
it's
go
also-
for it. It was like, it was more of just, I don't know, because nobody rolls with a PA. Like that was the whole thing. Oh, you guys got something.
He just reminded me of a
It's
really
so
funny story.
funny that you say we would never do that because we probably shouldn't have done that.
Oh well.
Because the thing about Fort Armistead was that where we played was about 100 yards away from an MS-13 hotspot. And the funny thing was we would play and you would always hear like the kombucha music really, really loud and like, all the cars and stuff. And I had a friend that was like, I'm going to come to the show. And I was like, okay, it's here. He drives past, he's like, dude, this is a pretty lit fucking party. And I go, where are you? He's like, oh, down by the water, And I'm
Oh my
like,
god!
Jake, you were at the wrong party.
Did he text you back? He's like, these guys are really cool.
These guys
Yeah,
are really
I
cool.
remember that.
Oh my god.
He was about to come back. I think when he came back, he only had the top button buttoned and everything. He was full on.
Oh my god.
But he
He's
showed,
my-
up,
he was-
he showed up to the gang party by accident. But like that, it's not a gang I'd want to fuck around with.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Well, they
That's
used to pull
awesome.
up to the shows randomly on like dirt bikes, and they would sit and they'd watch and they'd like jam out and then they'd leave.
Nothing but respect for like.
No,
never
they
had
were
any
super.
problems.
We
But
were
then someone got
respectful of them. They were respectful to us,
They were
and
never a
like we never had
nuisance.
issues. They would literally go to the shows and hang out.
I think someone got killed down there though, and then they stopped.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that would slow the party down.
we did have a show where a
Same
person,
place,
a
Fort
person
Armistead.
I can only describe as white trash human being.
Okay, is this what I think you're gonna
Yeah.
talk about?
This was the night of
So
violence.
okay, was that the?
I think
I
so.
think it wasn't. No.
Are you sure? Because it was one of them.
Night of Violence was a shorter bill, I think. This was like that all day fucking
was
Well,
a
that
long
all day
show.
one.
festival.
I'm trying to think what it
At
was.
the
That Nothing
Fort.
Nice Fest?
It
or
might have been
something?
nothing.
It
Nice
was
Fest.
not. No,
Because
no.
that
Okay.
was the second incident that happened. Because the first one was there was an old guy that was like touching like girls inappropriately, And
Yes.
we all had to go over
That
and
was
scream
this
at
was the
him.
first incident of that day, but yes.
Yeah, and like so that was the first incident where we had to like deal with the diddler, you know, and like
diddler.
you know he was like screaming
That's
like
a great band name.
deal with the diddler,
Yeah.
did for short,
Or even the
deal-
diddler.
the
The
did-
diddler?
Okay, but like
Alright.
who's gonna be like, yeah, I'm the diddler.
I don't know. It's
You
not that
probably-
easy to walk around saying I'm the fucking Craven Moorhead either. I just want to let you
No,
know.
but like that-
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a little bit better than that.
Can we?
That's my dog. That's funny.
There was a guy and his wife. Zach's trying to eat the mic right now. Don't know what he's doing.
I don't know either.
I was
trying to eat the mic.
But there was a guy and his wife. His wife was pregnant, and his wife decided that the best place to stand was in the middle of a hardcore pit
Right in the middle.
for some reason, and then
Didn't even get hit. Just like pushed into. I think
she got pushed into because somebody got hit hard, and they kind of went back and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and she freaked the fuck out. Then,
just people looking for fights at our
Then
show.
her husband, I'm assuming it was her husband,
Her baby daddy.
her baby daddy, came over, started screaming, saying he was gonna fight people. He called me the N-word, which was really wild.
Yeah, he was
because-
like, get that and to
Nancy.
get that Nancy to the
yeah, that was-
Neolithic.
that was the word.
yeah
And I like stopped and I looked and I was like, I'm pretty fucking pale.
yeah and
And-
like not even engaging, like walking away you
As
know,
he's screaming.
and just pointed him out, and he threatened to shoot us.
And
he
then
threatened to kill us.
when he did that,
don't name drop. But
I'm
the
not
homies-
name dropping it, but a good friend of ours started getting really angry.
We'll say Skippy.
Yeah, Skippy
Skippy got really angry and punched him in the face because he was screaming and throwing out slurs and just being very mean and threatening to hurt people.
Were people going to step on these slurs, or could they walk around them?
They were pretty bad.
Okay.
They were
Yeah.
pretty bad.
And then I think Skippy got his gun, right?
Oh, that's a different person.
Oh,
I know who
That's
Skippy
Ramon.
is, but the,
Ramon got
Oh.
his gun.
Ramon got his
Ramon got his gun. Ramon pulled out a gun, or didn't pull out a gun, but flashed a gun, and we were just like, "Oh, well, you know what? Glad that Ramon tagged along, because I feel a lot safer now."
I know, and he was still in high school at the time, so he would have been okay, I think.
Yeah, we were fine.
Just a slap on the wrist for Ramon. But no, I would like never.
I don't think I've ever told you this story.
I don't know about the Ramon part. I think we got up to the Skippy part.
we definitely got to the Skippy part because I
Yeah, I
remember
think-
very vividly talking
Yeah.
about this, and I
But-
remember because
This
that
was early on.
that was early on in our live career, and I remember vividly because I was trying to get. He was at that time the bartender at my job to come out to one of our shows, Joe, and he had parked not too far from the MS-13 hotspot by the water. So I'm walking him up. I'm walking to his car, so he's not alone walking up. And we're walking up, and here's the stage, and all these people are walking this way, and I'm like,
Towards
why?
this guy.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this isn't
He
good.
was about
What's
to-
gonna happen? And then we walked towards that situation, and everything he just said occurred. And so Joe's first experience ever being at one of our shows, the first 5 fucking minutes was seeing a fist fight like that, and
It was
seeing
so
racial slurs,
I
and
think-
seeing someone threaten to pack you.
That
I
is-
think if the white trash person would have thrown a punch at Skippy, I think
It
that
would've
he would have
over.
been jumped.
He
I
would've
think
been-
that, like,
Killed probably, like by getting beat so bad. Yeah.
yeah, because everybody there knew each other. Everybody's really good friends. And we all
He was-
still, like, a lot of these people, I haven't seen in forever, but, like,
As he's shouting slurs at Gavin, everyone's forming a circle, and like it's like Nat Geo up in that bitch. It's like
it was a nature documentary.
and the hardcore bands start to form the attack formation. You know, and,
No,
like,
it was-
everybody
it
was getting
literally-
closer and getting ready to like fucking kill this like dude.
Yeah, because, like, everybody's just really close, and they don't want to see anything bad to happen to anybody, and they just want...
Those shows are a safe space for like us and stuff though, because like we don't want anybody there to be like, first of all, hearing slurs and stuff like that,
No.
and like kind of just like we don't want, like, queer people get kicked out of their house for being queer. We don't want them to have to deal with like that kind of hate at those shows.
No,
so,
it's-
like saying that alone is a ticket enough to get your ass kicked, let alone calling my buddy that and threatening to shoot us.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
It was
goofy.
just
What a
it was
coward.
ridiculous.
What a fucking coward.
There's a couple instances like that. Shows that people would just say random fucking dumb shit. It's like, let alone you don't say these words to a human being, let alone in an environment with hardcore kids and punk
Not even
rockers.
Just like
You just don't have certain things come out of your mouth or think certain things.
Yeah,
Debatably
you
as a human being. It's just fucked
I
up.
don't think a lot of those words just shouldn't be said in general, and obviously, words are what you make them. If you give them power, they have power. But like at the same time, like you can actively choose to just be like, I'm not gonna say anything bigoted today because why would I do that? It
He
doesn't
picked a
really
really
make sense.
bad place to start a fight. A really bad place to start a fight.
That's the long and short of it. It was
This
a
is-
bad spot to fight.
It's not as interesting of a story as that, but that's no different than another Forge that we played later on that year. And some guy, I think he had like a DRI shirt on. I want to say he was like younger than you, like
Oh, now you're saying
around
I'm
your
old.
age level. No, I'm not saying he's old. I'm being honest. I
I'd
could
take
say
that.
he's,
See you
I
get
could
back
say
on the
he's
podcast,
15
yeah,
and fucking
Yeah,
lie.
You're fucking banned for the next.
I'm
12
sure I
episodes.
You've been flushed
Oh.
from the podcast, motherfucker.
Okay.
Guy in the DRI shirt.
Yeah, a guy in the DRI shirt. I don't know. He just was very visibly intoxicated and kept trying to talk to us. And we're like, all right, cool, whatever. And I forget what happened. I think he was just like trying to talk to one of his friends, and he out loud like called him a fucking F
Oh yeah,
very loudly.
That's where
yeah. He
And-
screamed.
Ant was the sound guy? You'll know.
Oh my god, yeah, Ant.
He got
Oh,
Shout out
yeah.
to Ant because
Immediately.
Ant's fucking awesome. They're like the coolest like DIY sound guy, like very
Ever.
good professional sound. And they bring it. They come pull up in their van with their dog in it, and sometimes they
the
cook
least-
hot dogs.
Yeah, the least
fucking-
whiniest, the least whiniest sound guy in all of Baltimore County.
They are just
Nice.
they're so nice. Just
Get
super
shit
easy to
done.
work with, and they get their shit done, and they make sure that you don't take a million years setting up because they're like, there are people here that want to see you. Like, come on.
He's the best. But no, that's why I don't fuck with the one band I was talking about earlier. Is because there was a lot of that stuff. You know, just because the hyper. Aggro,
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But
It's
you
just
know,
also just a very different,
community.
like different community, like Baltimore.
Yeah, we're a
scene.
bunch of cross dressers rocking out.
Well, it's
compared
no
to a bunch of
different.
bald
I'm not
white
gonna-
guys.
Don't worry, this is gonna be
Neck
like a 30-second
tattoos.
bit. I'm not gonna fucking go off about this again. But it's no different than the fucking suburban scum thing from Disturbing the Peace.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Me and him like face palmed that and looked at each other like, did he just fucking do that? Like,
It's-
come on.
Baltimore is very. Baltimore is very inclusive and very diverse. There's so many different types of people. You have people of color, people who are queer. You have just like all kinds of people, and so it's generally.
Well, I mean, isn't that what this scene was supposed to be?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you
And-
get a bunch of people who live in buttfuck PA, and it's just a bunch of bald white guys with neck tattoos.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They come out there just to fucking beat up women and
They got
say
their-
slurs and shit.
They got their combat zone shirts on.
And play
boy.
and play the same fucking riffs that have been used for the last 30 fucking years in the process too.
Exactly.
You better be nice.
Who, me or him?
So let him, because he was.
Same same riffs. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just never
But
progressed.
we like you. You're a good guy. Everybody gets one.
I don't-
ball. I'm just playing.
Mine as I scream into the mic.
I still have Craven Moorhead songs stuck in my head from the show. I'll be in the car and I'll just be like, you know.
Well, I say, that's just girls got chicken.
Got chicken.
Yeah.
You fucking ouch. Okay, Curtis, you're the asshole. Hit the
Oh,
table.
I was just about
Yeah,
to say.
that is the loudest
you-
one that we've had
and
the
the
entire
Going.
time.
chorus-
Oh my god.
I hit it twice earlier.
Fucking pit cleaner gets stuck in my head. I was like, I don't know why that song gets stuck in my head.
That song used to not get stuck in my head, and then I heard Roach singing it one day, and now every once in a while I just think of Roach singing Pig Cleaner.
He's your biggest fan.
He is.
He is.
I expected. Fuck. What is?
What are you
no,
doing?
He's hitting shit left and right.
He's all getting nervous.
I expect him. I thought he would show up, knowing that it was going to be this level of chaos.
I think they're
this evening.
playing a show tonight. I didn't want
Probably.
to ask. Yeah, I think they're playing a show tonight. But
Next time, Roach.
next time we need to get Roach on the pod. He's an interesting person to talk to. Got a lot of stuff to say.
He hasn't been on yet, has he?
Mm-mm.
What the fuck? Yeah, we need to get him on.
He's ghosted
He's
us.
busy.
He's got to take my space
thin.
now because I'm banned now.
Yeah, you're gone for fucking 12 episodes.
12 episodes out of here.
I'll write you up when it's over. Trust me.
Oh, it's fucking
All right, you a fat chick.
Yes.
pay him off. Just like
Pay
Zach
me
always
off.
I remember
does.
we played a show where, and it was like a reoccurring thing where I like somehow end up biting holes into my tongue. I don't know how the fuck I keep doing
Jesus
it.
Christ.
You know, you don't sit with your fucking mouth open.
That's
I didn't even
funny.
think my mouth was open though.
Yeah,
Well, how do you bite your tongue
I
if your
got-
fucking mouth's not open?
I got whacked in the head at a hardcore show the other day. I was like, damn, how has Gavin had 5 of these already? These concussions, man. How does he do it? But no.
Well,
I'm thinking about when we were at the depot and there was a guy outside and he was laughing. Everybody was like, "Oh, this guy's so cool." We go inside. And I was like, "You guys weren't talking to that guy, right?" I'm like, "Why?" And he was like, "You beat up a 90-year-old woman the other day."
Oh my God.
remember that.
Well, how are
That's
you
awesome.
supposed to know that?
And he's like, "You guys should like be careful. That guy just beat up this 90-year-old woman the other day." And I was like,
That's wild. I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
That was it was I don't think he was selling hats, but he was doing something. He was just a street guy down in Baltimore. and I walked inside and that guy was like, that guy's a dick. He beat up this 90-year-old woman. And then there was another guy who came in and like he came in and he sits down next to me and he looks at the bar and immediately he's just like, "Gilf," and then like sticks his tongue out and he's like, "Ah." And he turns back to me and he's like, "Nah, man, how you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty good, brother. Pretty good." And then he looks at me like, "This is what it's about."
We
Oh my
played
God.
at like, was it a brewery? It was
Rockville, Maryland.
Rockville.
and there was a
God
guy
damn it.
who was definitely on drugs.
Oh,
And,
Molly or ecstasy.
he was on some sort of drug where he was feeling himself because he had his hands down his pants
was
and he was squirming around on the floor.
He was masturbating in the pit to the point where somebody had to, like, the sound guy come over. He's like, "Put your fucking pants on, bro." There was women and children there.
He was like-
Why do I not remember that part of it?
Because I think
You were working with your pedal board.
He came to more shows,
Probably.
too.
he did.
He came to Holy Frioli's.
He hit Violet in the head once at a show, and
With
I
his
like,
wang?
No, that
Oh,
guy.
I was just fucking wondering. You said it was
It wasn't
out.
Razor Apple, was
It was Razor Apple because I threw
you
him off the
fucking
stage because he
serious?
whacked Violet in the head like hard, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I remember you saying something about
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that, but
remember
that
you-
guy had his hands down his pants, was masturbating in the middle of a show,
The guy did the stand-up?
and he does like no. There was stand up at that show.
Have you seen it? Like, you see a lot of shit. I mean, it doesn't happen. I'm trying to think. There were people I thought that toured with, like, comedians as their setup, like, music, like, bands and stuff that toured with music.
Maybe.
I've seen a couple shows built
they-
like that,
they
but
were-
I don't.
Yeah, I can't
don't
remember
think-
off the
I
top
don't-
of my head.
I don't recall on the top of my head ever attending a gig like that. But I've seen it multiple. Like I've seen Jim Brewer like do shit with Metallica and stuff like
Right.
that. But
I
I
kind
can't
of
recall
thought-
attending a gig.
So maybe that would make sense if you're like talking Metallica, target audience, and you have some sort of correlation there. But like, I don't think you should do stand up on a bill unless you're fucking filling out a favor for some guy.
No,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's
You
just
know,
it's awkward.
to me,
it fucks with the pacing.
It kind of well, if we're getting into like big band territory, having a comedian open kind of tells me you don't want to pay a fucking other band to be there. Like,
That's what they should.
that
know what,
kind
for
of the
real,
vibe that
some-
it gives me. You don't
Some
want to
guy
pay.
that shows up with a mic is a lot
fucking
easier.
band.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay, no,
Then
fuck that. I promise I won't get into a whole shit sandwich with this, but I got a better one than that. How about have a fucking painter open your farewell tour? How fucking stupid is
Where
that?
the
Like, no, I'm not being funny.
Was it like a famous painter, or was it like my
No,
daughter is
It
gonna
is
come
not
out?
a famous painter. So, when I saw one and done, I'm not doing that shit again.
Right,
When I saw Kiss play Hershey, Kiss, half of them,
right.
because I guess
Okay.
Paul's into fucking painting or whatever. He had a fucking painter.
Yeah,
open.
he is. I think he's pretty good too.
Oh.
They should have had the lesbian stand-up girl open up for Georgia O'Keeffe.
Yeah, that would have worked.
That would have been good.
That actually would have
That would
That would have made sense.
correlation. Well, like those are O'Keefe. That's classy lesbianism. Okay.
I guess you would have to come up with some new, not as
You don't go to an O'Keefe exhibit and be like, "Oh, there's these two aching pussies." these filthy pussies aching to get boned. You know what I
right,
mean? Like,
you're
no,
right.
you've got to be subtle.
She's got to be subtle.
And you'd be like, the articulation of the light really reflects the labia.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm going to send this one to my parents.
I think they'll like this one. This one's good.
Yeah, this is a
Especially
good
the
one.
MS-13 stuff.
Oh my god.
I think they would find that really funny, just being who it was. It was my sister's now ex-boyfriend who almost got killed by MS-13. So I think them just hearing that, like, Jake fucking idiot.
They were like broken up already, right?
Yeah, like a day or two before. So it was kind
I'm
of.
still gonna come to the show. Ends up at MS-13.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, can we talk about Razor Apple? So Razor Apple, when we played Razor
Do my
Apple,
homework that whole time. I don't remember it.
well, I remember bits and pieces of Razor Apple. Like I remember somebody suplexed Remy.
Right. Yeah. Like, just
Somebody
picked them
like
up.
full on like in the middle of the hardcore pit picked up our friend who they're not very big. This like stronger
better be
person,
nice.
stronger person. They weren't even. It wasn't like they were fat. It was just like a bigger person came up and grabbed them by their waist and
Right.
threw them over their shoulder, really hard onto the ground. It like caused a full-on fucking brawl within like the first 2 sets.
I missed all of this because I had stat homework that I had to do. And I was upstairs and I was like, oh, this is fun. You know, some people listen to music while they do homework. I go to the show. and do the homework.
No,
So
'cause
I missed the whole fucking fight.
After that, I was like, I'm going to take a break from the pit. And I went upstairs and I played SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 on the PSP.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went back down and nothing anywhere near as crazy as that happened. Probably the rest of that set.
Yeah.
We did. The constituents played, and there was some beer being thrown, and I think it got on somebody's.
We were talking about wimpy sound man, and we were like, we love Ant because he's the least whiny sound man ever.
The person who was talked to go do sound for this show ended up not doing sound for this show because the people who ran the venue already had a sound person that like was like their venue sound person that they paid to come do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so this person who was talked to come and do the sound got really irritated, which I mean is understandable, but like was like still angry and like stayed there and like tried to like also do sound. And
Too many cooks, man.
and they got angry because when the beer got thrown, it got on their equipment and it destroyed their equipment.
I can understand a little.
And I can understand
But
that.
he wasn't supposed to be doing
But he wasn't
anything.
supposed to be
He
there
wasn't supposed to have his
doing that
equipment out.
stuff. And then he got angry because he wasn't paid.
Because he wasn't supposed to.
be
Because he
doing
wasn't supposed to.
sound.
Are you recognizing the pattern here?
Are you picking
and he
this
And
up?
he was upset because he didn't get paid, so he couldn't get the money to replace the stuff.
This has turned into a full-on tea dishing, just shit fest, and I love it.
Wow.
But yeah, and held a grudge for this for weeks. I was just like
Would post
social
about
media
it.
ranting for weeks about I'm never ever doing sound for so and so again. It's like they didn't want you to do sound. And
It's okay, but nobody asked.
yeah, it's okay.
It's
Nobody
ridiculous.
asked. Yeah, and it was, God, and well, he did other Ford shows too, and he's just always so high strung, like so. You have any like funny sound guy stories? There, Mr.
No,
Kurtz? No?
we were never.
You never interact with a sound guy?
We were always amazed if there was a sound guy.
Yeah.
Usually we played like hall shows. If we played bar shows, like
They
it
hate
was-
doing their fucking jobs, man.
like you'd set up and go. Like
Yeah,
once
yeah.
again, it was us. It was just we were so used to practicing,
Mhm.
like with full equipment. We showed up with full equipment, so
Yeah.
I mean, really, all we were looking for was
A place to set up and play.
just somebody to provide amperage for our vocals.
Yeah.
And because we were so used to like interacting, hearing each other, like it was rare that we couldn't hear each other. We were like, "Can you turn the sound up in the monitors?"
No.
Like I was just like, "Why do I fucking need to monitor? I'm used to. I know these fucking songs."
We didn't ever need sound guys, and then they would be like, "Do you need another mic?" And we're like, "Yeah, we'll take it." And they'd be like,
Don't fucking ask then.
"It's like, no, just go sit behind your fucking thing and play Skyrim on your laptop, because I see what you're doing during the shows."
we played a show, and a friend of ours.
That was Andy.
I don't know if he
That was
listens to the
Andy.
podcast or not,
Okay.
but I do love him. But we're playing a show, and a guy from another band was in the pit, and he like kicked him once. He got really angry, and he was like, "Why do you kick me?" And then like, "You're in the pit," and then he kicked him again, and he got really angry again. He was like, "Why does he keep kicking me?" I was like, "Move or hit him." And he was like, and then he kept getting kicked, and he kept getting more and more angry. I was like, "Holy shit, dude, hit him!"
He ranted about it online. He's like, dude, I like hardcore, but like, why did you go out of your way to kick me?
Oh
It's
my
like,
god.
Take your fucking tampon out, man.
I think I told him about 5 times. I was like, "Fucking hit him."
Yeah, hit him back. And the funny thing is, Mr. Curtis, is this was like a small enough show that the only guys dancing was just like 2 guys doing that. So not only was it like, move, I can't. It's like,
Yes, you can.
just move. Just
God.
Don't stand right there. Stand over there.
There's literally 6 other guys over there, and that's it.
Was it the
Just
same
go over
show?
there.
I don't know if it's the same show, but I know for a fact it was the same venue where they were doing like push-ups for the one-up band. He's like, "Stop fucking doing push-ups.
during
You look fucking
Suck a
stupid."
what?
During Suck a What?
Suck a
at
what?
Stupid.
Cafe 311.
You got
These 2
6'11".
I don't know. These guys with like greased up hair and like.
Oh, was that
olive chains and
up in
stuff.
Frederick? Is
Yeah.
that one? Yeah.
And they started doing like push-ups, and Suck was like,
Kill them, and then
they
people
fucking
started.
Stay over and started stomping on them.
My favorite was the people doing cartwheels and then dropping their full body onto them, which was fucking just.
Anybody with any knowledge of where they're at whatsoever would say the last thing that you want to do is play around on the floor.
Four, bad idea.
Yeah, not good.
When you get on the floor, you immediately get the fuck back up. You don't play around on the fucking floor.
There's a reason that like when somebody falls at a hardcore show, 8 people come to pick them up because they don't want them to like get stepped
trampled,
on and
yeah.
dead, killed.
No.
It's like fucking like. It's like the running of the bulls. You don't want to be on the ground.
Yeah. Was that? I don't know. Doobie had a show there that he didn't pay us for as well.
Jesus Christ.
And then came out back and stole my pot.
Fuck.
You're not saying we were ever trying to make money, but the only time we ever made money is if we did the shows.
We weren't going out of our way to make money, but we were promised money.
Right. Well,
And we
No,
would
we
go
weren't
to
playing
Richmond,
shows
Virginia.
for profit. We were playing mainly
That's-
for exposure
that-
and also.
That's that. But I guess what I was saying is the only time, like the fact you guys were making money, like from the church and shit, that I was blown
No.
away.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
dude. If we got beer money or
We getting beers
fucking
or what,
pizza
dude?
money, that was gold.
It's on site if that guy
But
fucking
the
hears
whole,
this.
like the only time we ever made bank, where not even bank, but like enough to buy shirts and shit,
Yeah.
was if we threw our own shows. That's why I think we all like doing the VFW shows
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that, was because, you know, every band got paid. They got paid well compared to what we were typically getting paid. And, you know, if we had the sound guy, like, he got his cut. But besides that, dude, it was like, that was the only time we ever made money.
I think what you have to emphasize the most is you putting on your own shows, especially in the VFW, because we would play at the fort outside. So a lot of people would just walk over, which is fine, punk rock, whatever. But, like, we would be playing, probably be like 100 kids or something like that, and then we would get, like, $40. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll be real with you,
Yeah.
Chief. The $10 per person.
Or there's always a $10, but there's a little parentheses. Donate what you can,
Yeah.
or
Well,
whatever.
That's fine, but like I'm just like, yeah. And then if you just played shows that you didn't throw on, you're pretty much just guaranteed gonna get fucking ripped off.
That or like you, especially at like the fort, like they're like, "Well, I'm friends with this person. I don't need to pay."
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah, like I even have friends in my circle that like, I mean, they could have gotten in for fucking free, and they maybe went out of their way to make sure they're like, hey, nobody was at the door. Like, where's the door person so I can whatever? Because they wanted to like,
Yeah.
if you're not giving in, they're not gonna give out. Like, you can't just fucking take. Like,
Right.
something's gotta fucking give to receive.
Zach, do you know the name of the guy who lights his balls on fire down in Baltimore? And he's like a fat white guy, and he lights his balls on fire, and he like has like a Dora the Explorer haircut, and he plays on some of the hardcore shows.
Switchblade
Who is this
reporter.
human, Andy?
That's exactly who the fuck that is, I think.
Yeah, he's like crazy, but
Who?
like
I ain't
very
called.
good like performance artist.
Yeah.
That's who should have done the stand up for this shit.
Well, I was thinking about the shows.
Switchblade something.
Switchblade
I didn't catch the
reporter.
name.
I'm thinking about sets where you had to walk away. We never played with him, but I was thinking about like Dick Beats, where like
Stop.
we had
Stop.
like the noise artists who would come out and just
Artist.
like, put feedback through the mic as loud as possible while playing like
And
Surprise second set.
he would scream about his penis for 10 minutes.
and like I remember Gavin being like I can't do this one and just like walking
No,
away.
I got like a migraine, and I was like, I have a migraine and I have to play. I'm gonna vomit after we play because I.
Immediate
like-
sensory overload. If his point was to just piss off, well, I guess your performance art fucking worked because it was very provocative.
It was super.
It provoked me into
annoying.
thinking about how
provoked me
fucking bad of an
about a
artist
fucking
you
headache.
are. Yeah, it provoked a headache. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I got to Switchblade board from that. I was just thinking about performance art and
Yeah.
that
I
guy,
would
like,
want. I want to